Good morning, and thanks for joining us on the Thursday edition of TVC Breakfast. I am Veronica Dan Ikboy. I have Mike Okwache in the studio. Mike, it's a good morning.
Good morning.
We are inching closer to the governorship election date.
Just 48 hours from now, we should be voting, and one way or the other, everyone is ready for it.
Absolutely. INEC has said it is ready. But that aside, we saw a report yesterday that's talking about the Global Terrorism Index that has now placed IPOB as number 10th deadliest group in the world, Mike, and reactions. It has started generating reactions. It said that that report said that about 57 deaths in the year 2022 was carried out by IPOB, and that 40 attacks with 16 persons injured was what happened in the year 2022, and designated it as a terrorist. Recall rather that the IPOB was designated a terrorist group by the government in 2017, and over the years, 5 years down the line, it has now become the deadliest in the world.
Yeah. The point there is we've seen reactions from Nigerians regarding IPOB, whether they are a terrorist organization or not. A lot of people have come out. In fact, we're listening to some reactions from last night, this morning, and some people are rejecting and it's kind of funny because the point there is it's not for us to reject or accept or the Global Terrorism Index. Is a measurement index. It's a global measurement index. It is not involved with the dynamics, the religious, ethnic dynamics of a certain country.
Yeah.
They have parameters by which they measure this. The federal government came out 2017.
Yes, 2017.
Yeah, to designate IPOB as a terrorist organization. Group, yeah. Okay, that time everybody felt, why should that IPOB be designated a terrorism organization? Not a lot of people understood what the issues were. But the point there is, if you go beam searchlight on some of the real issues, what creates terror? What is terrorism? When you begin to look at all the indices that characterize what terrorism is, a situation where you create fear by killing people, beheading people, maiming people, whatever the thing is, whatever agitation, whatever cause you want, the moment you get into the realm of killing people in gruesome ways and all of that, that's terror by itself. Whether you are designated as officially as a terrorism organization or not, that is terror you're creating. Because if there's an accident or maybe there's a riot or there's a protest and somehow somebody died at the cause of it, of course, that can be handled in that context. But when you deliberately, systematically target either a certain group of people or you target an area and you create a situation where if you don't do this, this will happen to you, and you are not a state agency, and you're doing that, then of course it's terrorism. So the Islamic State was ranked number 1 in the world with over 1,000 deaths. And if you look at it, Al-Shabaab was the next one, and then it ranks that way. ISWAP is there, Boko Haram and all of that. But IPOB being there is nothing surprising because we've seen all the reports from the East where, even the sit-at-home order, where there's a sit-at-home order. Of course, we've had the leadership of IPOB coming to say that the sit-at-home order is not our making anymore as a case. But the point there is whatever comes out of it now, the fallout of it, is the credit still goes to them. So we've seen the negative impact of what's going on in the Southeast. A lot of people, in fact, everybody in the Southeast has felt the impact of the negative impact of what IPOB has done or is still doing, depending on what part of the East you're talking about and all of that. So this coming out is not a surprise at all, and it's
Right.
not for people to say, okay, no, we don't accept or we accept. That's not. It's not a federal
There's
government
no-
thing.
Yes,
it's not
yes,
It's a
actually.
global
It's
thing.
a global thing.
Yeah.
But then the report also went to say that the impact of terrorism in Nigeria has declined from what it was in 2021 to comparing it with that of 2022, that it fell by 23% from 497 persons that were affected in 2021 to being 385 persons in 2022. And we hope to see much more decline with regards to that aspect.
Yeah.